17 laps to go. Paul Menard leading that white car of Eric Holmes, who now moves inside the lapped machine of Brandon Witt. And that takes care of any cushion that Menard had.
Yeah, I believe that 28 car got the message there. You know, he was holding up the second place car. Probably the spotters talked to each other. They know that 9 car's coming, and whoa, boy, that's almost big trouble right there. They know that 9 car's coming now, and they both got to pick it up.
But the worst thing to do is start overdriving their race car like he was doing right there.
Pursley, and there's who's laps down, and then there's Engelbright, the 4th place car.
Not that far back.
About 6 3/4
seconds, yeah.
If this looks slow, well, it is. 35 miles an hour through that corner.
Sure is. And it feels it, too.
All the way up this front stretch here, headed up the hill, you'll get up to about 130, 135 miles an hour.
And this is where Kenny Shepherd in that 9 car is just so good. High-speed braking seems to be his real forte today.
And now Shepherd has the leaders in sight with 16 laps to go.
I tell you, this has been as good a race as I've seen in the Southwest Tour on this road course. Not a lot of caution flags, good hard racing, and
Turn 7 for the lead.
Yeah, got to be careful driving in there like that. Holmes, I think he just knows it. Kenny Shepherd's there, and he's got to go now. Got to stand on it. Got anything left, use it. Boy, Shepherd is up in the air. He's all over the place.
One thing we have to remember Paul Menard, he only has those 2 tires, and Eric Holmes and Kenny Shepherd, they each have 4 fresh tires. A lot fresher tires on the right side than our leader right now, Paul Menard. That can be making a difference here this late in the run.
Shepherd on the outside of Holmes.
Crossover, cut under.
That's it.
Here we go. Nope, can't quite pull it off. He's thinking right, though. He's racy.
What's the punchline of that joke? But I like the way you're thinking.
I like the way you're thinking. Here it comes. It's up here in these heavy braking corners. That's where the 9 car really shines. The Nardo car looks pretty good too, Larry. I mean, it's still hooking up well, and here's where Shepherd has gotten in trouble a couple of times, diving down under people coming down that hill.
I think the best thing that could happen for our leader, Paul Menard, is Eric Holmes keep Kenny Shepherd behind him as long as possible for our leader.
Oh, no. Shepherd looks mighty aggressive. Pretty aggressive driver. Wants to get up there, get back in the lead.
As well as that car works, though, time is on his side.
I believe so. You would think that Menard would get worse as we get near the end here with only 2 tires. But all you got to have is a couple of good brakes. These guys here get to racing each other, have some problems. You see Shepherd, he wants to make that dive. And that's really what it is with him. It's a dive down to the inside.
A spin in the S's. Caution is out. Tony Toast up in the S's has brought the caution out. There's the yellow flag waving. Now in road racing, there is toast in the tire wall. You can have a local yellow at just one corner, or when something happens like this, we get a full course caution.
Back end comes around. He tries to save it. It's too late. Pretty hard impact here with that. Good thing those tires are there. Tire barrier really helped slow that impact down.
Calling for the wrecker for Tony Toast. And he's moving around in the car. You see in memory of John Baker there on the quarter window of that and just about all of the Southwest Tour cars. Driver who lost his life in the Irwindale race several weeks ago. So we are under a full course caution here in Sonoma. That may be a break for Paul Menard, who leads this race from Eric Holmes and Kenny Shepherd. The wrecker has dragged the remains of Tony Tost's car back to the garage area. Tony was okay, and we thought leader Paul Menard might be thinking about 2 tires under this caution period. How about it, Dick Berggren?
Well, they thought about it too. They went back and forth. At first they were going to maybe fake a pit stop, then they were going to make a pit stop, then they decided not to. Greg Johnson is crew chief. Can you hold off that thundering herd behind you, or are they going to beat you?
It's going to be hard to say. It's going to all depend upon the start we get here. We're hoping that the 9 and the 62 get to racing each other for position. We can just check out and run away. The car's pretty good. I got a really good road racer behind that wheel. He's proven before that he can win with that car. So we'll see.
This is his first time ever at this racetrack, Mike. Amazing that Menard had never run at this speedway until today, and he is leading this race late in the going.
That is amazing, Darrell. This is not an easy place to learn.
No, it isn't. But, you know, I like what his crew chief says. He can win with that car. In other words, that's my car, and I know it's a good car, and if he does his job, he can win in that car.
And you know, guys, staying out, he may not win the race, but if he comes in and changes 2 tires with 16 cars on the lead lap, we're going to get a restart with 11 to go. It would have been hard to fight your way even back to a top 5.
No way, and you might get, might get the front end torn off of it trying. One thing you got to do now, guys, you got to clean these tires up good, because these biased tires riding around here and pick up all that debris on them. And saw Jeff Gordon lose a race or 2 spinning the tires on a restart.
16 cars on the lead lap. One of those is Robbie Gordon, the Winston Cup driver, who is 12th. Here's Matt.
Well, like Jim Engelbrecht has been battling an ignition box or some sort of electrical problem all day. During this caution, he's gone back and forth between the A ignition box and the B ignition box, and also the A coil and B coil. So then they told him, since that didn't fix the problem, to unplug the rev limiter. Then the A box started smoking, so then he swapped back to the B box, and that's where they are right now. They're still discussing what to do.
He's going to try to hang on to 4th. He's the defending champion of this race. Paul Menard. Out front, Eric Holmes, the white car, Kenny Shepard. Pace car is in. Then it's Engelbright, Troy Ermish, Todd Souza. Green flag. 11 laps to go.
Looks like Eric Holmes in the 62 is trying to lag back a little bit and anticipate Paul Menard where he was going to restart the race.
Looked like Paul was brought him down really slow.
Holmes looking for his 2nd career victory, and Robbie Gordon will not win this race.
9 car got by the 52 on that coming up the hill there, guys.
And that's not good news, I don't think, for Paul Menard.
Holmes bouncing around as now Kenny Shepard is right on the bumper of Menard. Shepard with fresher tires.
Showing some patience here. Menard is obviously blocking him, but Kenny's showing some patience.
Menard runs wide.
Let's give Menard a lot of credit. He's giving it all he's got, because that 9 car is a little faster than him, but Menard hadn't given up yet.
And he is using every bit of this racetrack.
Caution is out for debris. Down in turn 11. That's where the field is headed.
There might be some more debris down here if they race down here like I think they're going to. Yeah, here he comes.
The dive to the inside. Stack them up.
Racing back. Here they come to get the caution. Shepard in the front.
It is legal to race back to the flag.
Yeah, and I'm sure their rules are a lot like ours. You don't race back to the flag unless you think it's necessary. We're inside 10 laps to go. This isn't any time to, I mean, you know, you want to honor the gentleman's agreement, but you want to win the race too.
But you know, the thing we're guaranteed, and I don't think it'll take that long to clean up where we go back racing, is we do not end under caution in the Southwest Tour. If we get to that point, lap 64, we're guaranteed 2 laps of racing, green, white checker.
Matt, what happened to Robbie Gordon?
Well, Mike, his chances for victory are officially over. He reports to his crew chief a broken rear end gear.
So of the Winston Cup drivers that started this race, Robbie Gordon is out. Boris Said is out. Kevin Harvick is out. Jeff Green is out.
We saw Jeff Green's car earlier with the right front all flat and down and out. They actually broke a tie rod.
So caution is out, and we're going to be under 10 laps to go when we come back and get the restart.